at Scotch and Rocks. We're on a field trip today. Here's Taylor. Here's your boys being super good in the back seat. We're on our way to Jefferson Feed to work on our manners. We were pulling a lot coming out of the house, so we made sure that that was spent as a training session as well. You don't get to just haul us into the car. But once we killed some of that pulling to get into the car, we are now on our way. It'll probably won't be there for too long, really just kind of a short exposure type thing and seeing how everything is coming together. But fortunately, the people who work there are really helpful, gonna help a lot with that jumping. So yeah, all right. Okay, we are in Jefferson Feed, and I was using a pretty clicker heavy, but now that I have to hold the phone, I'm just going to use a lot of verbal markers telling Rox he's a good boy. So what's really cool about going out in public is seeing what they struggle with. Particularly Rox has a tendency of barking at people, and that's okay. We just want to make sure that it doesn't become something like he's fearful of people approaching him. So right now we have someone standing over here. We're just going to go back and forth practicing him disengaging from this person. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. So the things I'm looking for here is offered eye contact, him offering the disengage, and if he gives me a good leave it, I will certainly reward him a lot for that. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Totally normal when dogs are a little insecure about environment. This is a very difficult environment. It is a pet store after all. He's literally surrounded by dog food. Both of them are doing phenomenal right now. Come on. Can you leave it? Let's go. Come on, Rox. Good job. He's very responsive to his name. He was really excited upon coming in, but now we are definitely back into training mode. Let's go. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. And if he pulls as usual, we're not going to reward that pulling by moving forward. Make sure anytime that they're pulling at the end of that leash, you just stop. Become a tree. Do not allow that. Otherwise, that pulling is going to get very reinforced, and they're going to think that pulling means go forward, when in fact it should mean the exact opposite. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Good. Getting a little bit of a yo-yo effect, so I'm making sure that when I move forward, he's moving forward. But if I'm going to get a little pulling there. You got to leave it. Good boy. Good. Leave it. Good. Good. He's kind of grumbled at someone just then, but he did come back immediately, which is great. So most of the time when dogs do this, it is a little fear-based, and like I said, it's completely normal, but definitely not something that you want to leave unchecked. If you're starting to notice it, make sure that you're interrupting it with either leave it and a lot of reinforcement. You don't have to scold him, otherwise he's going to think that you're scolding the situation, not him necessarily barking at the person, and that maybe you're scared too, so then he'll think he needs to bark even harder. So make sure you always keep it a positive experience. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Rox. So he gets very pulley when he sees his brother, and we are working them separately because this would be absolute chaos for the first time in a pet store with both of them. So Taylor has Scotch right now. Good job. And this is really good about really developing that individuality and that, the confidence they need apart from each other. So Scotch is over there. Rox, can you leave it? Oh, good. Good. Leave it. Good. Good. All right. Okay, so now Gio has both the boys, and we're going to just practice staying still for a second. Taylor has run to go get the guys some water, so I just have them here in the back of the store, and they're practicing just kind of staying stationary. They don't necessarily need to be moving around. Now, obviously, to help me out with this, I do have an extremely high-value treat. I have a cheese stick with me. When they check in, they will get one. Good boys. Good. Good job. Hey, Rox and Scotch, you sit? Good. Sit, Rox. Good. Scotch, sit? Hey, do you sit? Beautiful, beautiful. So we know that sit is a very basic behavior, but oftentimes when you're in an environment that's extremely overstimulating, you'll be lucky just to get what they give you. But they are doing great. I'm very proud of both of them for being with us for the first time in Jefferson Feed. Good job, guys. Good job. Good. Good boys. We're holding these sits. Look how handsome we are. We are rock stars today. We are rock stars. Good. Let's see. I'm going to move them forward just a little bit. We're going to go back into a sit. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. We're not jumping. Come on. So obviously walking two dogs takes quite a bit of choreography, which is why we stress loose leash walking so that, you're not getting your arm yanked out. Good boys. Good job. Scotch just got a treat there for checking it. Off. You got to work for it. Good. All right. Now we're going to sit for some water, aren't we?
You sit?
All right, fellas, we're gonna work for the water. Good boys, good job.
All right, so second portion is actually very dangerous. I have Scotch on the same side as the phone, so hopefully he doesn't pull too hard where I drop Gio's phone. That being said, what I'm doing with Scotch, the same thing as Rocks. Scotch does not bark as much. He does not react to his environment that way, but he does. Scotch reacts in a way where he is constantly sniffing, he's pulling. So same thing, same game plan we have for Rocks. I'm going to use for Scotch. I'm going to reward him for staying near me. I am not going to walk forward if he pulls me. Now, we still do highly recommend getting the Freedom No Pull harnesses. Those are the best to help with that pressure, because Scotch is very strong, and this collar is not good enough to help with your wrists and your arms, and also it's not really helping prevent him from pulling. So we highly recommend getting the harness to help you out while you're on a training journey. Good boy. So earlier I was using freeze-dried treats. I have now gone up to cheese. As you see, he's way more engaged. I'm letting him sniff. I do not mind him sniffing. Sniffing is natural. Sniffing is fun, and we like him sniffing. But I want him to sniff in my vicinity at least, especially while we're out in public. You never know what you're going to run into, so it's really important that he does listen in public as well, the same way we did at home. So right now he's sniffing some, oh good boy, some food. And when he looks at me, I'm going to give him a treat. The looking at me is also called check-ins. Check-ins are really important, probably one of the most important behaviors, good boy, your dog can learn. It teaches them that looking up at you, asking for guidance, good boy, is very important. And I want to instill that with him, even though he is pulling a lot today, but he has really come a long way in this short session. Good boy. Good job. So whenever Rocks barks, Scotch is inclined to follow suit. So I'm going to immediately interrupt that and teach him, nope, I don't actually want you to speak with him. I want you to be quiet and contain yourself. And he does a really good job of this at home. But again, it's our first time out in public at a pet store. So it's really important that, good boy, we keep the same rules. Put that is. Come on, Scotch. Good boy. Good boy. I know you want my treats. Okay, you can jump for it, though. You want some more water? You get some more water if you want some. Want some more? Okay, you with me? Okay. Scotch done a really good job at staying near me. Yes, good. Notice how he's checking back with me. That's all I'm doing. We're one of those check-ins. Good job. You sniffing? It's a good boy. You can go sniff. Good boy. Now, when he pulls, I stop. Just like so. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And that is our session for today. I hope you enjoyed these short videos. We certainly enjoy bringing them out for their first outing in the public store like this, and they're doing a really good job. See you later. Bye.